Hello and welcome back to Civilization 5. We are playing with the Community Balance mod. And so I have been gone for a few days on a little bit of a work, I don't want to call it a vacation, but it was real interesting because I saw a speaker that climbed Mount Everest not once, but twice. The first time they fell short of the peak by, I don't know, by a few hundred feet. I don't remember the exact number, and the second time they were able to actually climb it. Anyways, it reminded me, I'm sitting there thinking or watching this person give this motivational speech about leadership and how to succeed, and I'm thinking, you know, my guys in my Civ game are kind of having that same experience with Mount Kilimanjaro. They are learning what it is to be a failure because they don't have the altitude. What's it called? They don't have altitude training, and once they get altitude training, they're just badasses, basically. Anyways, a quick recap of what was going on. Ahmad declared war on us because he is a no-good, dirty dog, and he brought Quebec and La Venta into the mix. Let's see. No, actually, was that it? No, that wasn't it. That's not how it went. I apologize. I apologize to Ahmad. Ahmad was saying bad things about me. He was insulting me. Pakal came to us and said, "Let's go after him." And I said, "Okay." I'm pretty sure that's how it went. If not, you can call me the dirty dog, the liar, and so on, so forth. Let's see here. Do we want to have you step out? No, I think we're good. Who are you anyways? The Woadheads? Yeah, the Woadheads. They're not going to step down. So let's go ahead and hit next turn. We must be ever vigilant. Holy, a Moroccan musketman is... Oh man, this is not good. Not good at all. What could I do to dissuade a Moroccan musketman from getting in my business over here in Dirok Bay? Because I remember I don't want to build a naval unit, because a naval unit here in this little, I guess it's a sea, or a massive lake, one of the two, but it's I don't know, it's landlocked. That's not right. I'm not thinking of the right word, but anyways, I don't want to build a naval unit up here. Let's go ahead and do some bombarding, which does virtually nothing. Let's see, I was trying to not end my turn in Cahokia, so they would not get upset at me, which is probably not all that important, really. Let's see here. We are waiting for gunpowder to go through so we can upgrade all of our units and have a bunch of musketmen as opposed to pikemen, I believe. I think that was my general strategy, as general strategies go. I do, however, need to take into account that he is moving in. So he can probably move 2. He is going to pop up. I can probably get there. Well, it looks like I was building a... Why was I building a caravel? You know, I actually listened to the previous video while I was on my work foray, and I realized that I meant a cargo ship was supposed to be built, not a caravel. I don't want a caravel. How dare you insult me with thoughts of caravels that can't go anywhere. Okay, so we need to get somebody up here, and it is probably not going to be anybody soon. Yeah, you're going to take 5 turns? Wow. How long would you take? 5 turns. So I would either have to build somebody and make it there. You know, you could be an option. You know, you're 4 turns out. Not good. Not good at all. So one thing we could do is move our trebuchets and try to bombard. So let's maybe move you to the side here. What can we have you do? You could maybe go up here. What happens if you have you set up? What would that do? Or I could have him go there and then be able to bombard next turn. Maybe let's do that. And have you go way over there. Let's see. Okay, I kind of wish I would have done something else. And I certainly didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I'm having all kinds of... I'm rusty. I am rusty as rusty gets. So we are going to set up and bombard here at least. I'm probably going to end up losing somebody because I'm just playing like an idiot right now. Maybe have you move here to at least protect those guys. You move in. You can go ahead and get a decent attack in. That guy should be dead by all rights, but no. No, not at all. I am playing horribly. Is about the only way that can be... let's see. Let's go down here and work on that marsh. Now you could move in and, you know, it's not really a great defensive position per se, but maybe have you just stand still. Let's see, you could build a farm or you could build... Why can't we do this? Oh, you can't build a village next to a village. That is good to know. That's one that I did forget about. So let's go ahead and build a farm. Mr. Pikeman. You know, we may consider actually bringing you up around just in case. I think besides that we might sit tight. Did anything of any significance happen? Someone's demanding marble. I don't care. So we'll sit tight. So this guy, yeah, I kind of figured that he would skedaddle. That is quite a bit of... There's some big rocks coming his way. I wonder what this guy can do. He can move back and back, so yeah, he can probably get out. Oh, cheap move. Oh, they really didn't do anything anyways. Okay, so we just want to go ahead and get you back, probably to Shenyang. You can hold tight there. So you ended up building a village. Who are you? The Roadrunners. The Roadrunners. What do we want to have you do next? So we got lots of activity down that way. Let's see, what could you do? 3 food, 1 production. Let's see, what's this got going on? 3 food, 1 production. What are you working anyways? So you are working that tile, so maybe what we want to do is go in here and just improve that tile. Okay, so these guys... we might as well throw down. So they weren't too pleased about that. We got the bowman here. Let's go ahead and go for the accuracy. Let's go for the double accuracy. They can make it to here. Which maybe that's not a bad idea to send them over there. Why am I working a caravel? We want the cargo ship. Talk about rusty. Talk about just being plain old rusty from not playing forever. Okay, let's go ahead and just build a farm there. And why do I got 2 guys in the same spot? Probably that's because of what I like to do. It's my thing. Get a bunch of workers in the same spot and waste a bunch of time. Yeah, let's build a farm. Farms are not too bad. Let's see, we're probably going to have to protect ourselves a little bit. So, let's see here. I believe this is going to be a hill, so let's go onto that hill. You can move up to there. We can have you set up. Let's see. You do not have the high altitude training as of yet. You do. We'll have you just go cut across. You have not picked it up yet. We need you to do that. Let's see here. You don't yet, but if you move there, you would pick it up. But you may also get smashed for doing so, so we'll have you step there. Maybe we'll bring you over. And again, I'm going to have to kind of rotate people back, and that might be what I do, is just kind of rotate them around. See if I can get these guys to bite a little bit. Let's see what I want to do. I want to fortify. See, if you heal, by the time you're ready to go, you will probably be upgradable at that point. So let's see, we could use a cargo ship. We are in need of 2 trade routes. And again, we get XP for that situation now. I think I would, however, like to get my university going. We are way behind as far as technologies go, which, you know, can generally be expected at this difficulty level, so that is something I may want to really work on. So what could you work on? So you are not a very high producer, so we may need to bump production. Let's go ahead and go with a granary. That'll get us more population and should help our production overall. Oh, that's right, we were going to rename some of these. So I believe this was Attila's Revenge. Oh, what do you know? Okay, we might have to go with the incorrect syntax to make it work. Attila's Revenge. Let's see here. What was the other one called? Who knows such things? Certainly it is not me, because I don't pay attention well enough, it seems. That's okay. We can figure it out pretty fast. Okay, so Celtic Revenge and, boy, the other one's kind of long. Hun's Ruin Plains. Yeah, Celtic Revenge. Okay, that makes more sense than Attila's Revenge. Celtic Revenge. This was Hun's Ruins. You know, we may just go with Hunnic Ruins. We got some people living there. Still don't have a name for Shenyang, so if you have an idea for Shenyang, go ahead and toss it my way, if you will. Would appreciate it. Okay, let's go ahead and just go ahead and take our next turn. So someone's going to get some beating going on here, but that's okay. I'm looking for a brawl. I'm ready for someone to try to bloody one of my warrior's lips, because then I will give them the kiss of death. Right? I think so. Espionage update for Wheatland. Okay, it's increasingly vulnerable. Yada, yada, yada. Thanks for that. Haile Selassie declared war on Cahokia. Cahokia, we could be friends. Oh, Cahokia and the Mayans are now friends, so maybe not so much. Okay, Cocoa Paradise. Cocoa Paradise, you know, what was I looking at that you would be so well off having? Was that a garden? I think it was a garden. Do you already have a garden? You do not. So, how could I be in the situation where you know, Can't believe I have to look this up, but I am trying to figure out the whole garden situation. Prerequisites, theology. That's not helping me any. Oh, gardens can be constructed only in cities next to a river or a lake. And I think we did not put you next to a river or lake, did we? No, we went for the hill. So that explains that situation. You know, that's something that I probably should have known. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade to a caravel. That will increase your value immensely. Okay, let's go back to Cocoa Paradise, figure out what we're going to do. Amphitheater, Aqueduct, Armory. I like the sealed hall option. You know, the Herbalist may not be so bad as well. +1 food on nearby forest and jungle tiles. So we are working some forest tiles. We are working some jungle tiles. You know, I think that is not a bad idea. We'll do it. We'll do it to it. Let's go ahead. You can actually build a lumber mill in a jungle. That's something I don't think you can do in vanilla, in the vanilla game. So do I want to do that? It's +1 gold, or do I want a mine? I think I want the mine for production. I want to have some production tiles. I seem to be lacking that in that particular area of the world. Okay. What are we doing? We're going to go ahead and start moving forward. Let's see, my big plan was not to have you really go around and do that so much. Let's see, you now have that, so you can go in there and start firing. You can move forward, and you will pick up the altitude. Let's see what we want to have you do. We want to have you heal. You can move forward. I don't think you're going to be able to do much afterwards. So you'll sit tight. You will go ahead and bombard. Wow, that is a strong city. You can just go over here and protect the flank for right now. Maybe have you fortify. You, I think I will have you heal until you're set to go. Let's see, you can fortify. You can go ahead, set up, bombard. Why did that seem like it did nothing? That's kind of embarrassing. Yes, we went into attack and our rocks bounced off of their walls. We did nothing. So embarrassing. I don't even know how to explain it. I kind of would like a road that goes down over here. Okay, so we need to get production going in the Hunnic Ruins. I know the name was supposed to be a little bit different. Ooh, Baz. If we brought Baz to the conquered Huns, I mean, would that be like the greatest story in the history of the world? The Huns can now bathe. Bathe and bask in the glory of the Celtic Empire. I think that's a pretty good story. Let's see, walls. You know, walls would help our happy unhappiness. The workshop would help our building. You know, let's throw up walls. It's not very exciting, and it's probably not a city that's going to need walls, but we're going to do it anyways, just to prove that we can. That'll show them. That will show them. Look at this. Moroccan musketmen on my lands. How dare you? Let's see. Bogota told me recently that they think you are a foul and terrible person. Perhaps you should focus on a different city-state and leave this one to me. That's right. You keep your eyes looking off to the side, so when I punch you, they just kind of keep on going that same direction. Unbelievable. You know, I'm gonna be nice just because you have lots of little trinkets here that say, "I am a loser." Goodbye, Haile Selassie. Unbelievable. How dare you say such stupid things? Bogota. Bogota loves me. Right, Bogota? You love me. Boy, does that just rankles something. Can't believe he... Bogota, you better not have said that. You better not have. All right, let's get down to business. Yeah, let's go take care of these guys before I forget, as I am normally want to do. And let's go ahead and build a mine here. Let's see. You could shoot them, which is not a bad option. You could shoot them, which these guys are probably a bigger threat immediately. That doesn't look like it's a very high percentage. But what we could do is go over that way and fortify. Fortify me. Okay, we're going to go and continue our bombardment of Quebec. Huh. If I have him go over here... No, let's just keep on moving him. It is funny how these are just not all that productive as far as bringing them down. Let's see, it would be nice if I could get you across over here and maybe help out. So maybe we'll do something like this. Mounted bowman, you gotta shoot at somebody, you might as well... Oh, I know what it is. Mounted bowmen get to do something after they attack. Kind of forgot about that. Let's see, let's move you out of harm's way. Thinking that we are pretty close to the upgrading stage, so maybe we don't want to send anybody too far away. Okay. Wheatland, what do we need you to do? Oh, ironworks in Wheatland would be huge. Would be absolutely huge. We're doing, going for the ironworks. That would give them some production for all their population. That would be nice. I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep you there. I really didn't mean to select you before since you were waiting impatiently. Let's see, this is Celtic Revenge, formerly Attila's Court. Let's see here. What would be the best thing for you? Happy, Sealed Hall is what we're going to go with. Let's see, you are invading my territory. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and hit next turn. We're going to hope these Levante musketmen keep to their own borders. So the Moroccan musketman is trying to make a roundabout route around Dirok Bay. He doesn't have the proper scouts. He doesn't know the lay of the land. I think he's probably going to freeze to death. He is going to freeze his Moroccan balls off, so I'm not too worried about him. Let's see, where can you shoot? You can't shoot him, but you can shoot him. We'll take it. And I probably could move up and do something to him. Should we do that, or do we want to... let's just keep on pounding away on the caravel. Now the question is, the Scarlet Noggins are fairly inexperienced. Yeah, they're going to get beat up pretty well if they do anything, so I think we'll have them fortify. And then Quebec, Quebec, you're just kind of you're on the wrong side of whatever you got going on. You're just not in the right place. So we're gonna keep on blasting, keep on rooting, keep on tooting. See, we are going to send you back because we are going to have you upgrade. There is some fear that they may come forward. So what I may do is actually bring him in. I think that is a reasonable... See, you already shot, so yeah, you just go ahead and chill out. You guys... Boudica's boys don't have the altitude training, so we're going to have them go and take care of that situation. See, the Wheat Warriors, they do have the altitude training. We're going to have them step back so they can upgrade next turn, although it probably really doesn't make a difference when they do that. I think we're good. We're good. You know, so we're not making it too far along with any type of combat. Again, I'm not really trying to push it that hard. It was not really in my plans to go and take out these cities. Now that I'm really looking at them, they are pretty good-sized cities. These city-states that have defied the will and righteousness. Okay. We pick up gunpowder. Pretty happy with that. What are you doing over there? Guys are just running. Oh, they're poaching deer. That is against those. That's my deer. How dare you? Let's see here. What could you do? So you can't move and attack, which means I could just have you upgrade, which is not a bad idea. 340 bones. We got bones to spend, though. Let's have you go ahead and fire on him, then have you rest. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do a bunch of upgrading. Look at that, dropping the gold. Like it grows on trees. Yes, we're going to upgrade that. Is that what I wanted? Who knows? So you're getting beat up a little bit. I need to move him in, so I may do some rotation type of stuff. So let's have you step back. Okay, we're going to upgrade you. You will rotate. Rotate. Set up. So you will go ahead and move forward. Give them something to think about. No, we really can't do much yet. Let's see here. What could you upgrade to? You would upgrade to the musketmen as well. That's something we should consider doing, but for right now we're going to fortify. I'm just going to make sure... Let's see. Enemy is near in the water. Okay, that's that guy. Let's go ahead and take a look at our production. So this is Shenyang, which we are yet to rename. So if you got a good name for them, let's hear it. That's basically all I have to say. Let's see, they are working some water tiles. A lighthouse would be good. You know, they need a workboat. Let's get them a workboat. I'm not sure, yeah, I guess I need 2 workboats out there, so that's something we can work towards. So our research, now what do we want to do? What is going to be our next big advancement, militarily at least? Arranged. Naval unit would be nice. An explorer, not so much. Observatory. 2 tiles of a mountain. How many cities do I have that are in that situation? You know, I destroyed one, so that... Yeah, I don't think I can build any observatories, so that is out of the question. So that loses some value. Let's see, gold from plantation increased by 1 on tiles with access to fresh water. That, you know, that might pick us up a few extra gold. Probably nothing of significance. You know, the windmill could always be nice. You know, it's just not the frigate's probably going to be one of the big things. So we have to get up to navigation, which we are a ways away from that. So what we may just do is go for guilds and just work on completing that particular tier. Other than that, we'll hold tight. We'll start upgrading our units so we can get them in there so they can press the rights of the righteous, which of course is me. For those that are a little bit confused by that rhetorical question, I know that Bacall on occasion has had trouble with the whole rhetorical question thing, so you know, it only makes sense that other people would as well. You know, just because you have a peacock hat doesn't make you righteous. Okay, let's go ahead and just have you continue. Healing is probably good. Let's see, who are you? You are Boudica's boys. You are lacking in the fine art of altitude climbing, so we must remedy that as soon as possible. Is that right? Yeah, you're lacking that. I don't know how that made it so you could do that particular maneuver that you did. It's kind of weird, but... Alright, so you can go up into this position here and appear threatening. So I think that the right choice to make... that's right, we'd never picked up volley, so we didn't get this big 50% bonus, but I was working for range, so accuracy is what we're going to go with. Since we've been waiting that long. Now we're doing better damage now. Respectable, I guess is what you could say. Let's see, you can move forward, you can move up. Is that really going to make it so we will attack them this turn, though, is the question. Let's see what we got. Oh, you can actually bombard him. Interesting. What can you do? Who can you attack? Can you attack him? No. No, you could attack him. And you could go like that. I think we may have to say, do nothing. See, you could go in there and start pounding on them. That's probably worthwhile now that you are of similar strength. You can fire. So, we are not quite to the point we can take Quebec unless we bum rush them, if you will. Let's see here. You are up in my business. Not cool. You know, we do need another cargo ship. Will work out pretty well. We are making 87 gold per turn, so that is not too bad. Garden. I like the garden. Let's do garden. Ramp up our boys. Producing great people. So that's what we do. We're a great people society. Okay, so I was thinking that we needed some additional workboats. So let's go ahead and build a workboat. You are going to do nothing. No, wait. No, yeah, that's right. I don't know. Yeah, it's just going next turn. So we're going to do that. I think everything else looks good. When you're at war, you sometimes have to just take that extra second to make sure. You had me at Boxelectic. Honestly. What? You come to me, offer me a deal, I go to accept it, and now you're balking at my saying okay? I'm going to give you this horse, and I'm going to tell you what you can do with that horse. Unbelievable, Pakal. You just kill me. You are such a goofy dude. Man, Pakal. Oh, trade route plundered, but it was not originating from me. Why the heck? Okay, so... Alright. Treasury robbed in Silver Run, okay. That's somewhat annoying. Laventa plundered the trade route you established between Silver Run and... Laventa. You are not making me happy. That is very disappointing. Okay. Cocoa Paradise, we need you to build a sealed hall because we may have lots of unhappiness if we take the city this turn. So let's go ahead, do our bombardment in tray. Let's see, Boudica's boys, we need to have you step across the river, pick up altitude training. Woad heads, you can now start moving in towards the fray. I think you're probably good where you're at. Well, let's see here. We got the silver swords. Yeah, let's go ahead and send the silver swords in. The Claymore clan. They're not bad boys. I'm not going to say that. I think that's probably just a good way to go. Okay, so now the question is, what do we want to do with the city? You know, we might as well annex it. 5 unhappiness is not too bad. Not really quite sure what I'm doing with you. I probably should send you back over to this other side. Okay, so drop down to a size 12 city. Not too bad. Let's see, can I buy a courthouse? No, of course you can't buy a courthouse, but we can get one going. Alright, so now looks like we have pretty much a free run at some of these places here. Question is, how do we want to do this? I think we probably want to go after Fez first. Fez first. For some reason that sounds funny when you say it. Fez first. Okay, so these guys are moving away. Do we want to move after them, or should we, I think we'll just wait and let them come back to us. Okay, so now we probably need to get a road going, if at all possible. And I'm almost thinking I want to cut a road down this way, and then over, and then we'll have all meet up. Let's do that. Oh yeah, you go ahead, heal up. Let's see, mounted bowman, you go ahead and go on alert. Cargo ship, what we're going to do with you is we're going to change your home city. I think we'll just say Silver Run for right now. And I think from there we are going to say we're going to just let things go for the turn. So yeah, it looks like he is going to move back into our territory. Those Moroccan musketmen. Okay, there's no point in hiding it any longer. I used to like you, but now I hate you. Alright. Whatever, Ramses. Whatever. So he is denouncing. He backstabbed the Celts. You know, he does have a monster lead. Kaizo longs for culture. Well, geez, we're working on it. What am I making, like 122 culture per turn? You long for culture. It's kind of insulting. Okay, so yeah, we're just trying to protect against La Fenta doing anything crazy like. Let's see, I'm guessing that these guys could upgrade into musketmen, which is probably worth doing. Let's see here. Yeah, we can move you forward a little bit and then have you do it. So you can't upgrade into anything. Let's see. No, we could get you moving forward. And I think a bunch of these guys probably could just sit tight, really. Okay, let's take a look and see what our best option is going to be. Do our trade overview, trade routes available. So our highest gold would be to Palanque, which is going to run through. It's going to be a land route. You know, that's not really going to make me happy so much. You know, maybe let's just take a look to see what we can do here. Cahokia, 13 gold. Monaco, 12 gold. You know, maybe let's just go with Monaco. That will maintain our influence with them. Sugar Bowman, what should we have you do? You know, you could move up and at least present some type of defense. Let's see, let's go ahead. Blast them, shoot them, and then smear their muskets across the tundra, the forested tundra. Something like that. So we have another great person born. Let's see here. Akbar. Admiral Akbar. I'm sure that's not who it was. But your name is Akbar. And I am a Star Wars fan. You will get called Admiral Akbar. Although you're neither an admiral and you are not a calamari. So maybe it's a little bit ridiculous. Let's see, do I want to move you out of Deer Rock Bay? I think it's reasonable, but probably not necessary. Yeah, let's just keep on boosting the accuracy as much as possible. Maybe move you forward a little bit. Ooh, cannon, yes. Yes. Cannon? Yes. Oh, look at that. Running myself out of gold. Running myself out. Let's see here. What else is going on? The Hunnock Ruins loves the king. Deer Rock Bay loves the king. Okay. You know, these are all pretty obvious. Let's see. Assign delegates. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? So it looks like ban the luxury of quarrel. It's kind of weird. See, we virtually have no influence. So what we may do is say, let's just go ahead and make Catholicism the #1 religion. That will make Pakal very happy. And I think right now, I just want to make sure Pakal stays my friend. Since we're going to war against someone together, I'd rather build that relationship and be able to attack everybody else. And then not have to worry about him. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's an alright way to go. Let's get one more turn out of this before we shut her down and take a little breather. Before we gain some respite in Cocoa Paradise, dreaming of our blonde beauty women from Kaisel and the brunettes from Monaco, and then the fierce bossy ladies from Bogota that come in here and organize our houses. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm saying. It's just all in fun. Sejong declared war on Hong Kong. That's kind of weird. Korea lost its capital. That's what you get, Sejong. That is what you get. So make a proposal. What do I want to propose? I want to propose that I get more delegates. Oh, so let's see here. What would be a decent maneuver for me? You know, I don't even know if there is a decent maneuver for me. Oh. No, I don't want to repeal that. That's not going to do me any good. You know, none of these are just jumping out at me saying, pick me, pick me. Treasure fleet. Let's do the treasure fleet. Let's see. Egypt likes that idea. Korea doesn't. Korea is going down the tube, so I don't care. So, I think that's what we're going to do, and that's how we are going to end this video. It looks like we have, I would just say, 6 turns of resistance left in Quebec. Hopefully that will fix... Yep, that would fix our unhappiness, as we have 6 unhappiness from resisting cities, and so that would put us at +1 after those 6 turns. And again, it's going to fluctuate to some degree. We need to get some more trade routes going, as we have lost another trade caravan due to Leventa's insolence. Other than that, I would say things are going pretty good. We took out Quebec without any casualties. I was actually very unimpressed with any type of defense that they mounted. You know, it's probably going to be that, what is it, Ahmad here is going to start sending units after us. And he does have this defensive picket line here with the jungle, which will make him a little bit tough, and they'll be able to get close. But I think we can keep some defensive units in here and then just pound away at them. You know, and the other kind of annoying thing is that they're going to have some caravels probably going through here. They've already sent across 1 unit. It wouldn't surprise me if they tried doing something more than that. I just don't know if it's going to be anything that's going to be really that significant. So we're going to start building up our cannons. We'll need another 300 gold to build up this cannon. And then you know, we can start heading that direction. And you know, there's no way that Fez is going to have, you know, that great of defense unless they have a lot of units, because it's pretty much wide open. It's floodplains. You know, I guess those are some desert tiles, so that's going to be a little annoying to maneuver across them. Leventa hasn't, you know, really done much. They have a guy pop out over here a little bit and take a look around and say, hey, we're here. And we just kind of laugh at him and point and, you know, that whole business. What am I doing here? What am I doing? I guess I could kind of move guys in a little bit. Don't really want to. Do something like that. The old switcheroo. Gets him every time. Yeah, you just go ahead, mount up there. We're going to keep on moving Akbar in. Might as well just have you heal. Maybe have you just uncover some more territory. You can go on alert. So anyways, I think we're set to go for our next video. I'd like to thank you all for watching as we play the Celts with the community balance mod. Again, Civilization 5, every expansion. We got everything going on. We got the mods going on, enhanced UI, all that fun stuff. If you have any idea for unit names, I will take them in advance, so I'm a little bit more prepared next time. Shenyang is looking to be renamed, something in a Celtic theme or a Conquered theme, if you will. Otherwise, things are looking pretty good. We are way down in score, but you know, as we gradually make our way to the west, you know, we can consider going after Egypt, which, you know, maybe in 100 turns, that may be what we do. Turn 282, 1310 AD. We got lots of game left. Thanks for watching.